Hello. Cockroach Rules, 1998. Cockroach's rule was written on the wall. I rubbed my eyes, the writing moved. I rubbed my eyes again. Be good to us and we'll be good to you. I shook my head. The writing flew away. Perhaps I was dreaming. Feet were hanging over the end of my bed. Something tickled my toes. I laughed. It tickled me again. I froze. Flick, our dog. Stop it! I yelled. Flick kept on tickling me. Woof, woof. I heard Flick barking, but it wasn't in my room. It was in the kitchen. Pulled off my sheets. I had a dark brown sock on my foot. Couldn't remember putting on socks before I went to bed. Started moving up my leg. Woof, woof, woof. Cockroaches! I screamed. I tried to hit them. They flew onto my wall. Mom! Dad! I yelled. They didn't answer. Flick barked from the kitchen. Clutched my foot. The cockroaches had chewed a hole in the thick skin under my foot. Help! I screamed. Nobody answered. The cockroaches on my wall formed an arrow. It pointed upwards. I couldn't believe my eyes. The arrow ran up the wall and spread onto the ceiling. And then the arrow turned into words. Still couldn't believe it. Mom! Dad! I screamed. They didn't answer. Flick growled in the kitchen. Cockroaches war was written on the ceiling. This couldn't really be happening. I pinched my leg. Ow! I wasn't dreaming. I pinched my leg again as hard as I could. Ouch! I looked up. The cockroaches had written, "Follow our rules." The cockroaches ran around the ceiling. Now the words said, You must obey the great glue." At first I laughed. Then I cried, "This must be a joke," I said. I wiped my eyes and then saw some new words had appeared. Bad person. I slapped my face. It hurt. Must be going mad. I looked at the ceiling again. The cockroaches were beating their wings. I jumped out of bed. I ran towards the kitchen as fast as I could. The cockroaches flew into my hair. I screamed and ran even faster. Chapter 2, Cockroach Seed. Cockroaches were all over me. Shook my head. I tried to pull them out of my hair. They ran down my back. I couldn't catch them. More kept landing on me. I burst through the kitchen door. "Don't run!" yelled Dad. "There are millions of them." Mum and Dad were sitting at the table. Flick was barking. The whole floor seemed to be moving. Flick ran towards me through a sea of cockroaches. "Cockroaches think they can rule the world," Dad said. "Glue, the great cockroach, has broken. I want us to follow their rules," Mum said. Added, "Cockroach rules," Dad said. Cockroaches were all around me. I was too scared to move. Flick had stopped barking. "So what they say," Dad said. "We don't want any more trouble." The cockroaches ran up the wall. "Sit down," they wrote. Walked towards the kitchen table. The sea of cockroaches parted in front of me. Mum and Dad didn't move. Cockroaches were everywhere. They were in the sink, on the chair legs, on the tabletop, in the sugar bowl, and in Dad's coffee mug. "If you make a wrong move," Mum told me, "they'll get you." Other cockroaches lined up in rows on the kitchen table and marched past like an army. Their backs shone. Millions of beady eyes stared at us. "The leader is the great glue," Mum told me. "He is a cockroach genius. He taught them how to write on walls." "They have taken over our house," said Dad. "Now they want to take over our minds." "The great glue is now our leader," Mum cried. How many pages are left? 26 out of 44. Chapter 3. Red Spots. Flick barked. Cockroaches landed on him. He growled and tried to bite them. Go, Flick, I yelled. Flick ran out of the kitchen. He scrambled through the dog flap in the back door, ran across the backyard and jumped over the fence. Mr. Reader was digging his garden. Flick ran to him, barking all the way. We were going to be saved, but Mr. Reader yelled, "Get out of here!" as he chased Flick away with his spade. "Who's going to save us from the cockroaches?" Mum cried. "We are," I said. "How?" Dad asked. "I haven't quite worked it out," I replied. "Which one of them is the great glue?" Dad whispered. "If we knew that, we might be saved," I said. "They all look the same. If we called the wrong one, the rest of them would swarm all over us. Look, some of them have grey spots," I pointed. "They must be your leaders," Dad said. "It is a pity they don't have red spots," Mum said loudly and smiled. "Then they would look as pretty as ladybirds." The cockroaches wrote on the ceiling. "How can we look pretty?" "It's easy," Mum answered. "Nail polish. A red dot on each wing will do the trick." Dad was closely studying a cockroach on the table. It had a big head and it didn't move. The grey spotted ones ran around it. Dad grinned. "Do you have any nail polish the cockroaches wrote?" "Yes," Mum answered. "Do you want me to get it?" "No way," the cockroaches wrote. "Do you think the great glue is a fool?" "Surely the great glue is not scared of red spots?" Dad asked. Chapter 4. Bane. More cockroaches waited on the wall. After a while, they wrote, "The kid can get the nail polish." Mum nodded. I stood up. The cockroaches scurried away. I walked towards the door. Islands of bare floor appeared. Waves of the cockroaches splashed up the walls. "It's on the fridge," Mum said. "What?" I replied. "The nail polish," Mum hissed. I didn't know what she meant till she winked at me. "It's a red can," Mum said. I looked at the fridge. I put my hand over the can. Didn't want the great glue to read the label. Waves of cockroaches washed away as I walked back to the table. Mum smiled at me. I kept my hand over the label. Dad was staring at his coffee mug. "Pass me the nail polish," Mum said. She winked again. The nail polish was called Roach Ridge. In a flash, Mum sprayed the table. Dad grabbed his coffee mug. Bang! Dad hit the great glue with the mug. Mum sprayed the whole kitchen. I did the rest of the house. We were saved! At least we thought so. How were we to know that the great glue and all the other cockroaches had each laid 16 eggs? 3 months later, zillions of cockroach eggs hatched under the house. Before too long, the writing was on the wall. The end! See ya!